Now, what do you think if you could do this with your Jeep? Your Jeep is full self-driving. Maybe it's lifted, got bigger tires on it. It's a bit of a challenge. There'd have to be a waiver on your app about, can you lift your leg up above your thigh to get in the vehicle? So you could charge a premium for people to be picked up and driven around in your Jeep, your modified Jeep. I'm telling you, it's coming. Adventure doesn't wait for a cracked windshield. Windshield defense by Racing Optics is like a screen protector for your phone. Triple layer, race tested, and installs in just 20 minutes. Save 20% with code JTS20 at windshieldefense.com. The clear choice. Hi-ho, Jeeper. It's time for another Jeep Talk Show Roundtable. I was going to do it again. Damn it. Time for another Jeep Talk Show flagship episode. This is our Tuesday episode, our first flagship of the week. We have flagship episodes on Tuesday and Thursday every week. Hello, I'm Tony, and welcome to the Jeep Talk Show. On tonight's episode, Wrangler Update Powertrain. Full self-driving Jeep. Can you rent a 4xe? We'll find out. All right, in the Wrangler's updated powertrain story, this includes a 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder engine replacing or supplementing older engine options in certain trims. This engine, part of Stellantis' GME, that stands for Global Medium Engine Family, delivers about 270 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque, which, wow, that's really good. That's really nice. It's better than an XJ. Offering improved efficiency and performance compared to previous 3.6 liters and V6 Pitstars in some configurations. It is paired with a 8-speed automatic transmission with manual options still available on select models. The turbo engine aims to balance fuel economy, estimated 20 to 23 miles per gallon combined, with torque needed for off-road capability. I've mentioned this before. I'll mention it again. I do not like the idea of a four-cylinder in a Jeep. Jeeps are too heavy for four cylinders. I understand they got a turbo on here, and that's the other thing I don't like about it. If you want to hook up a turbo to increase your horsepower, that's fine. I do not see it as a great idea for an off-road vehicle. Feel free to correct me. I would rather have horsepower and torque from a naturally aspirated engine. Also, too, I think that the turbo is more prone to failure, and also, too, it causes the engine to fail quicker than what it would if it was naturally aspirated. Again, could be wrong. You reach out to me and let me know what your thoughts on this is. I will go with the 3.6 liter V6, but that's only because the 4.0 liter is no longer available. I know, living in the past, Tony. All right, the 2025 Wrangler refresh includes enhanced tech and comfort features to broaden its appeal. Is that what it requires for you guys to have appeal for the Wrangler? Has more tech in it? I mean, don't get me wrong, I love tech, but is that really what a Jeep's all about? I know they got to sell them. It doesn't matter if it's what it's about or not. It's about what the people want. Updates include a refined Uconnect 5 infotainment system with a 12.3-inch touchscreen, wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Oh, finally, they do this. This should have been in the 2021 Gladiator that I bought, where you don't have to hook up a stinking cable. So not only does it have the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, it also includes over-the-air updates, things that Tesla's been doing since their conception. Safety features like adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, and automatic emergency braking are now standard or optional across more trims. So it either is or isn't, I guess is what they're saying, which I thought that was kind of the way it was before. Off-road enhancements include updated Dana axles, that potentially is good, improved approach departure angles, definitely good as long as they don't still suck. And, well, I say they still suck. We lift and put big tires on so we can improve those items. So I'm not saying they suck. I'm just wondering how much improvement there is. And an optional factory-installed winch on Rubicon models. Ooh, that's nice. The interior sees premium materials and higher trims, addressing past criticisms of cabin quality. So Jeep is betting on the Wrangler's heritage and loyal fan base while addressing modern demands. The turbo engine and tech upgrades aim to keep it relevant, but Stellantis' production challenges, parts shortages, tariff-related pauses at Toledo could impact availability. Jeep's electrification push includes the 4xe, and upcoming fully electric Recon suggests the Wrangler may evolve further to stay competitive, however, maintaining its rugged identity while appealing to a broader urban audience remains a delicate balance. All right, so this is going to drive some of you guys nuts, but it's a reality that we have to consider. Full self-driving Jeep. So would you ever want a full self-driving Wrangler or Gladiator? Before you answer, have you driven 20 plus hours to Moab? Now think about how much time and money you would save if you had full self-driving, also known as FSD. Stellantis is developing autonomous tech through its STLA Auto Drive platform, aiming for level 3, which is conditional automation. They're hoping to get this done by 2026, 2027 in select vehicles. I bet you it's going to be like the Grand Cherokee is where you're going to see this thing first, and probably the Compass and some of the other, what I wouldn't consider necessarily off-road Jeeps. So the upcoming 2027 Jeep Compass, built on the STLA Medium platform, may include advanced ADAS, potentially approaching level 3, but full self-driving level 4 or 5 remains unconfirmed. Stellantis collaboration with Waymo ended in 2020, and current partnerships focus on commercial vehicles or other brands, not Jeep. In a few weeks, Tesla will be starting their FSD taxi service in Austin. Tesla is going to start this service. Full self-driving, no driver. So I believe in a very short time, other companies like Jeep or Stellantis will need to offer full self-driving level 4 or 5 to compete with Tesla. Why in the world would you want to take a long road trip and have to drive yourself? There is so much stuff that you could do, including sleeping. Can you imagine how refreshed you would be? Especially if you were driving 20 hours to Moab or longer, and instead of stopping along the way to rent a motel room or something to get refreshed for the next day, you just let the vehicle drive through. The only thing it needs to do is wake you up when it's time to put fuel in it, right? Oh, it's probably a good idea for it to wake you up so you can take a pee break. Tesla plans on allowing Tesla owners with full self-driving to use their vehicles as automated taxis. While you're at work, you and your car can be making extra money just sitting. It's just sitting in the parking lot anyway, right? So how about it? Just it drops you off, doesn't even park, drops you off, and goes off and drives and waits for somebody to for a taxi fare, and then cha-ching, it just goes into your bank account. So you're double dipping. So I think this is a wonderful idea, and I can well imagine people starting their own taxi companies. Just think about it. I mean, if you make money on your Tesla and you make more money than what it costs you for your monthly payment, absolutely no reason why you don't start buying a fleet. Put your business plan together, go get the money from the bank, and you buy 5, 6, 10. And now maybe you quit that job because all the cars are running around making money, and you're sitting in front of the computer just watching them drive around and pick people up. It's coming, folks. It's definitely coming. Hey, Jeepers, Tony here from the Jeep Talk Show. You know how you protect your phone screen with a protector? Now you can do the same thing for your Jeep, Bronco, Ineos, or G-Wagon. Windshield Defense by Racing Optics is a triple-layered, race-tested solution that installs in under 20 minutes, right at home or with your local installer. Made in the USA and trusted for over 25 years, it keeps your view crystal clear and your windshield safe from rock, debris, or whatever the trail throws your way. Don't let a rock end your ride. Protect your windshield, protect your story, and keep the adventure rolling. And now save 20% with code JTS20 at windshieldefense.com. That's windshieldefense.com, promo code JTS20. Born from racing. Now, what do you think if you could do this with your Jeep? Your Jeep is full self-driving. Maybe it's lifted, got bigger tires on it. it's a it is a bit of a challenge. There'd have to be a waiver on your app about, can you lift your leg up above your thigh to get in the vehicle. So you could charge a premium for people to be picked up and driven around in your Jeep, your modified Jeep. I'm telling you, it's coming. All right, Hertz adds Wrangler 4xe to its fleet. Ever thought about renting a 4xe first? So you can see what it's like, what it's like to charge, how far you can go on a charge. Well, now you can. Hertz introduced the 2025 Wrangler 4xe to its rental fleet in major U.S. cities, offering customers open top driving and Jeep community experience. So I wonder if you should waive. I wonder if you get waived out when you're in a rented vehicle, if it's still legal. Well, I guess, when you lease a vehicle, you're really renting it anyway. I mean, I know it's a lease, but it's not something you're owning anyway. I wonder what you do if you get a lease vehicle and you want to modify it. I guess you don't. So you get the Jeep community experience complete with exclusive Hertz Jeep rubber ducks. Oh no. Oh, please say it's not so, Hertz. For the ducking tradition, this leverages the 4xe status as the top-selling PHEV enhanced Jeep's electrified image. Yep, people are liking the 4xEs a lot better than they're liking the fully electrics. I think people are still concerned about charging things up. I think it's a great idea. The only thing I don't like about the 4xEs is you have two systems that can fail. More parts, more complexity. I'm sure there's more weight to it as well. Well, I'm sure there is because of the batteries. So, and the range is so minuscule. All right. So, EPA-aligned PHEV adoption, reducing emissions during rentals and supporting battery durability standards. So this is good for the EPA, or Hertz is looking at it like it's good for their relationship with EPA. All right. So rental Wranglers are stock, but the ducking trend encourages aesthetic mods, decals, interior protection that don't affect emissions compliance. Oh God, we don't want to affect emissions. So this is something you guys have been hearing me talk about recently. We're going to talk about it a little bit more here. Over a year ago, Josh left the Jeep Talk Show, leaving a void for a bold, spirited co-host to fill his boots, and now we're on the hunt for a new Josh. We need someone arrogant enough to stand their ground, opinionated enough to spark lively debates, even when they're wrong. Yeah, that's a shot at Josh. And a quick laugh to my jokes. Because let's face it, keeping up with my humor is a must. But here's the golden rule. Never correct me in public. Yeah, that's from that movie. I think it's hilarious. We've used that on the show. Josh and I have used that on the show before. If you got the grit, charisma, and Jeep passion to match, you could be the next Josh to join our crew. Head over to jeeptalkshow.com/contact, reach out, and we'll set up a tryout to see if you got what it takes to roll with the Jeep Talk Show. And oh, by the way, the new Josh doesn't have to be male or female. You just got to pick a lane. You got to be one or the other.
From the mind of Nikki G.
Hey, this is Nikki G, and when you're out camping like I do, I eat a lot of ramen noodles and instant oatmeal, and sometimes one of those disgusting Mountain House meals, but I boil a lot of water, and so I got me a tea kettle. It's easier to handle boiling water, and you just pour it. It's easier to do than using a pot, but this thing is huge, so I didn't want to carry it around a lot, and most of the times I only fill it up just partial anyhow. So I went on Temu and got me this. It's a little tiny tea kettle. And when I mean tiny, like forced perspective doesn't. See, it looks huge there. Now it looks tiny. This holds half a bottle of this. So this is almost useless. I have to boil water 3 times in this to get a Mountain House meal. Or I could almost make a cup of ramen. I have to boil water twice to make ramen in this thing. Useless. Don't get this little tiny thing. I don't know if they make bigger ones, but I'm a sucker. They saw me coming. This only cost me $3 at Goodwill. This cost me like $8 on Temu. Well, that's not why I'm calling. I'm calling to tell you that I pulled a muscle while digging for gold. Yeah, don't worry. It's just a minor injury. And that sounds familiar. I think I might have used that before. How about this one? I love going outdoors. Yeah, it's a lot easier than going out windows. All right, boys and girls, I'll chat at you later. You have a good one. Bye.
Oh, yep. They're always winners, Nikki G. Always winners. Hey, would you like to get more Nikki G? You know, he's been doing a podcast for several years now. What you say? That's right. It's called 10-Minute Off-Road Podcast. I think I'm going to mess this up. It's a podcast for people with a short attention span. He says it better on his show. So go over there and listen. So you can search for it online, 10-Minute Off-Road Podcast, or go to YouTube and look for 10-Minute Off-Road Podcast. And it's literally 10 minutes. I think it's under 11. I don't think it ever goes over 11 minutes. So go over there and check it out. All right. I'd like to bitch at you again. I know this isn't proper sales technique. Become a Patreon subscriber to the Jeep Talk Show and unlock a world of exclusive perks that take your Jeep passion to the next level. I don't know about all that, but it sounded good. Enjoy ad-free episodes for a seamless listening experience. Dive into bonus content packed with insider Jeep tips and score. You can store them. Score discount codes for top Jeep gear and accessories from trusted brands. Plus, you'll get a front row seat to our community with access to special events, behind-the-scenes updates, and a chance to connect with fellow Jeep enthusiasts. Support the show and fuel your passion, your off-road passion. Join us on Patreon, jeeptalkshow.com/Patreon, or just go to jeeptalkshow.com/contact. Either way, you'll be able to find our link to Patreon and go over there and subscribe. And also, too, I'll mention this. There are several levels that you can subscribe at. I think there's a $2.99 level. It does not come with the coupon codes. So make sure that you look at that carefully when you're picking one of the membership roles. So I have been told our interviews are very good, and not just by my mom. Have you thought about being a guest on the show? You can be. You don't have to be selling anything. Maybe you just want more people to know about your online presence. Just to have more Jeep friends. The only thing we require is that there's a Jeep involved in your story. Sign up to be a guest interview today. Just go over to jeeptalkshow.com/contact to find out how to reach out and become a guest. We'd love to have you on. Everybody has a good Jeep story to tell. All right, did this Jeep Talk Show episode get your engine roaring? Show us some love by dropping a 5-star rating and a blazing review on your go-to podcast platform. It's your way to help us expand the Jeep family. Keep the adventure rolling by hitting follow on social media and joining our newsletter for the hottest Jeep updates and unmissable events. Got a burning question for a wild idea for our next episode? Fire it over to us at jeeptalkshow.com/contact. Thanks for cruising with us, and get ready for more thrilling journeys ahead. Oh, and of course, be sure and watch us on YouTube. And when you're there, like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, I had to do that one.
Broadcasting since 2010.
You're my friend. You're my new friend.